I'd like to call this organizational meeting to order. If you'll please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance. Please remain standing because we're going to have the invocation by Deacon Paul Kipstool from St. Francis Xavier Church.
Let us bow our heads and pray. God of mercy and peace, thank you for gathering us here this evening for the opportunity to serve the people of the city of Medina. Help us to act with character and conviction, with honesty and courage. Help us to listen with understanding and goodwill. Help us to speak with charity and restraint. Give us a spirit of service. Remind us that we are stewards of your authority. Guide us to be the leaders your people need. Help us see the humanity and dignity of those who disagree with us, and to treat all persons, no matter how weak or how poor, with the reverence your creation deserves. And finally, Father, renew in us the strength of your presence and the joy of helping to build a community worthy of the human person. We ask this as your sons and daughters, confident in your goodness and your love. Amen.
Thank you, Deacon Paul. Well, welcome everybody. This is our organizational meeting. The real meetings start next week, I guess. This is a formality of swearing everybody in. There are 6 of us that need to be sworn in this evening. And I guess I started out. Would my wife Jennifer and my daughter Jessica Coyne, Jacqueline Coyne, and my son John Coyne IV come up to the front to swear me in?
Oh, yeah. Yep, there you go.
You guys all stand here.
Do I raise my hand too?
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
I, John M. Coyne III,
I, John M. Coyne III,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina, Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina, Ohio,
and will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties devolving upon me
discharge the duties involving upon me
as President of Council for the City of Medina,
as President Council of the City of Medina,
Medina County, Ohio.
Medina County, Ohio.
Congratulations.
Are you leaving already? Dad. Next, the council representative for Ward 1, Jess Hazeltine, will be sworn in by her husband, Stephen Hazeltine, and the Bible will be held by her daughter, Grace Anderson.
I, Jessica Hazeltine,
I, Jessica Hazeltine,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina, Ohio,
the Charter and the ordinances of the City of Medina, Ohio,
and will faithfully,
And will-
honestly, and impartially
and will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties devolving upon
discharge the duties devolving upon
me as Ward 1 councilperson
me as Ward 1 councilperson
for the City of Medina, Medina County, Ohio.
for the City of Medina, Medina County, Ohio. That was harder than our wedding vows.
Thank you. Next, we have Denny Simpson, the Ward 2 councilman, being sworn in by Phoebe Simpson, his wife, surrounded by, now get ready for this, children
This is going to be my last time, so I wanted everybody here.
Nathan and Sarah Simpson, Zach and Elijah Simpson, Nick Simpson, Aubrey and Pat Joyce, and grandchildren Noah, Aiden, Ella, Jaden, Journey, Leo, Ava, Cam, and Tabitha.
Whole audience.
Yeah, that was half the audience.
I think we have room up front.
You want the kids to hold it for you?
You two can hold the Bible for me.
I'll make sure everybody gets in the picture.
All right. I,
I, Denny Simpson,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
swear I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina,
and will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties devolving upon me
discharge the duties devolving upon me
as Ward 2 Councilman for the City of Medina, Medina County, Ohio.
as Ward 2 Councilman for the City of Medina, Medina County, Ohio.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
I forgot to mention, there's refreshments after the council meeting, so everybody stick around.
I think he wants to come sit with you.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call Eric M. Heffinger, the Ward 3 councilman, to be sworn in by Ashley Heffinger, and the Bible to be held by his children, Braden, Julia, and Eleanor.
Right there. Put your hands right here. Okay, underneath it. There you go. You got it.
I, Eric M. Heffinger,
I, Eric M. Heffinger,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina,
Ohio, and will,
Ohio.
will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties delving upon me as Ward 3 councilperson
discharge the duties delving upon me as Ward 3 Councilman
for the City of Medina, Medina County, Ohio.
for the City of Medina, Medina County, Ohio. Good job, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to have Jim A. Shields, Ward 4 councilman, to be sworn in by retired Judge Judith Cross, and the Bible will be held by Mayor Dennis Hanwell.
I, James A. Shields,
I, James A. Shields,
being duly sworn,
being duly sworn,
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina, Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Medina, Ohio,
and will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
and will faithfully, honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties devolving upon me
discharge the duties devolving upon me
as Ward 4 councilperson
as Ward 4 councilperson
for the City of Medina, Medina County, Ohio.
for the City of Medina, Medina County, Ohio.
Okay.
And the final oath of office, I would have William Clark Lamb, Councilman at Large, being sworn in by the former Medina County Prosecutor Dean Holman, with the Bible being held by former council president, Pam Miller.
Please raise your right hand.
All righty.
I, William Clark Lamb,
I, William Clark Lamb,
being duly sworn,
swear that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Charter and ordinances
the Charter and ordinances
of the City of Medina,
of the
Ohio,
City of Medina, Ohio,
and will faithfully,
honestly, and impartially
discharge the duties devolving upon me
discharge the duties devolving upon me
as at-large councilman
as at-large councilman
for the City of Medina,
for the City of Medina,
Medina County, Ohio.
Medina County, Ohio. Got it. Appreciate it.
Should I keep it?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll shoot.
Okay, thank you. As you notice, there's 6 of us were sworn in this evening, and 1 was already sworn in. I believe it was last year, wasn't it, Paul? Or was it the year before? 2 years ago?
18, yeah.
And the reason, so everybody understands, we have staggered terms. However, when there's a vacancy and we appoint somebody, that individual has to run the next year, and then, of course, they have to run again at the regular time they were supposed to run based upon the staggered term. So we'll have more swearing in, I believe, next year again. So hope everybody comes back. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Coin.
Here.
Hazeltine.
Present.
Heffinger.
Here.
Lamb.
Here.
Rose.
Here.
Shields.
Here.
Simpson.
Here.
We have council committee appointments by the president of council. We have an exhibit attached to the agenda, and I'll just read through the names. We have various committees, and if there's no objection, I'd like to have them all approved at once instead of all separately. And the committees are as follows. Finance, it'll be John Coyne, the chairman, Bill Lamb, Jessica Hazeltine, Jim Shields, Paul Rose, Denny Simpson, and Eric Heffinger. Special Legislation Committee will be Bill Lamb, the chairman, Eric Heffinger, and Paul Rose. Health, Safety, and Sanitation Committee will be Denny Simpson as the chairman, Bill Lamb, and Eric Heffinger. Streets and Sidewalks will be Eric Heffinger as the chairman, Paul Rose, and Jessica Hazeltine. Public Properties will be Jim Shields as the chairman, Bill Lamb, and Denny Simpson on the committee. Water and Utilities will be Jessica Hazeltine as the chairwoman, and Jim Shields and Denny Simpson on the committee. Emerging Technologies, Paul Rose as the chairman, Jessica Hazeltine, and Jim Shields. The other committee appointments by the President of Council would be Business Development Committee, John Coyne, Cemetery Commission, Denny Simpson, CRA Housing Council, Paul Rose, Economic Development, John Coyne, Shade Tree Commission, Jessica Hazeltine, and Rail Commission, Bill Lamb.
Move to approve the council committee appointments by the president of council.
Second.
Any discussion on the council committee appointments by the President of Council? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption?
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Council appointments by council. At this time, I will entertain a motion for the nomination of President of Council Pro Tem.
I move that Jim Shields be elected President of Council Pro Tem.
Second.
Are there any other nominations or other discussion on the motion? Hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
We have 3 other council appointments by council, and if there's no objection, I'd like to do all 3 at the same time. We have the Audit Committee, Jim Shields, Cable Access, Jessica Hazeltine, and Firemen's Dependents Board, Paul Rose.
Move to approve the appointments.
Second.
Any discussion on the appointments by council? Will clerk please call the roll on the adoption?
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
We have 1 confirmation of mayor's director appointment, and that'll be Gregory A. Huber, Director of Law, for a term expiring 12/31/21.
Move to approve Mr. Huber as the mayor's appointment.
Second.
Any discussion on the mayor's appointment? This is your time. Anybody? Will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption of the confirmation of the mayor's appointment of director?
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
And we have 1 confirmation of mayor's appointment to the Historic Preservation Board, Leslie Travis, for a term expiring 12/31/23.
Move to confirm the mayor's appointment.
Second.
Any discussion? Will the clerk please call the roll on the confirmation of the mayor's appointment?
Shields.
Yes.
Simpson.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
And now we have consideration of council rules. At this time, I'll entertain a motion for the readoption of Section 111.15 of the Rules of Council.
Move that Section 111.15 of the Rules of Council be readopted.
Second.
Is there any discussion on the readoption of the Rules of Council? Hearing none, will the clerk please call the roll on the adoption?
Simpson.
Yes.
Coin.
Yes.
Hazeltine.
Yes.
Heffinger.
Yes.
Lamb.
Yes.
Rose.
Yes.
Shields.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
Well, that completes the evening.
Wow. The refreshments, don't forget.
We have refreshments in the back.
I had some, they're good.
Bill evidently has
Honeybee
some already. So if you just stay around, you can mingle, have the refreshments, and I guess go home. Meeting adjourned.